It has been so long since I've seen the button. At this point, I'm probably a full year behind. The button, if you don't know, it's speed dating. You have one person on the left, one person on the right. They talk and eventually the button turns red. If they don't match, one of them hits the button and eliminates the other. And depending on why they hit the button, from just not thinking they're attractive to not vibing to thinking their tattoos are satanic, it gets wild. So without me just sitting here and yapping for too much longer, sit down, say hi to Toast, and let's go.
We'll bring in your date soon.
Oh, she's under the table. She is under the table. Immediately, look. On the left side, she is under the table, hiding. If we're speed dating and the very first thing you do is just scare me, I think I'm into it. I think we have to get married now. I think when they offer to pay for our second date at the end of the show, it's going to be at a courthouse. They could pay for the rings, I'll pay for the marriage license.
My name is Jenny.
Today, you're going to be speed dating a bunch of men. What are you looking for in a man?
I want her to be so honest. I want her to just sit there and be like, I want a man that doesn't need a mom. I want somebody who has a dad bod and dad jokes. I want him to look at me while rubbing his belly and say, hey, what do you call a cow after it has a baby? Decaffeinated. And then when I almost die laughing, I want him to offer to go get me coffee. Brown sugar latte, hot, whole milk. I'm gonna get so much whole milk, hey, I get it. Listen, dude, I'm judging myself. But I worked at a coffee shop. I tried every combination. Whole milk, brown sugar latte is what tasted the best, all right? Stop, I flinch when people move too fast.
Somewhat older and then obviously just taller than me. And then I like muscles.
Nice to meet
I can't tell if he's older. I can't tell if he has muscles.
Jenny, do you like a good dancer?
Everyone likes a good dancer. As a person, if you can get onto a dance floor and not make a fool of yourself while having fun, that is impressive every time. Whether you're doing the worm or like Booker T Spinaroonie. If you're having fun and you're not just thrashing around, everybody likes that. Do not ask me to dance, alright? I look like a Magikarp in the Pokemon Stadium Magikarp minigame. This one specifically. I look like a Magikarp just flailing around.
Can you perform a quick striptease?
Is that for him or for her? Either way, it sounds very, very fast for a first date. For a first speed date, nonetheless.
Oh my god.
I would do it. I would absolutely do it. On 90 Day Fiancé, they had to beg Brandon for it. I would do it. If it's fun, it's fun. I'll twerk for her. Okay, I don't think those count as muscles, but he seems fun.
You gotta love a confident man.
Yeah.
I was traveling in Asia for like 2 months, so I hadn't been to the gym in a minute. Yeah.
Well, I'm Asian if you haven't noticed. Which Asian do you think I am?
That is so funny. Imagine me going on here and being like, which Latino do you think I am? Do I look Argentinian to you? Maybe I'm from Chile? That is just a funny way to bait people into accidental racism. I'm so bad at guessing people's ethnicities that if anyone ever asks me this, I'm done. I have no idea. I'm like a blind dog. I only recognize people from smell. It's like, I don't like that. That's me, Matt.
A little racial profiling on date one. I'm gonna go Taiwanese.
I'm Vietnamese. I speak the
You speak
language.
Vietnamese?
Yeah.
I could not point to Vietnam or to Taiwan on a map. You could pay me $1,000 and take away $1 every time I got it wrong, and I would walk out of there with maybe 20. I am to geography the exact opposite of what Christopher Columbus is to racism. I'm just not good at it.
Insult me in Vietnamese. Pretend I'm like a creepy white dude that just did a strip tease in front of you.
Okay.
At least he's funny.
Yeah.
It's only because I think we're in different places in our lives.
Did they even talk about where they are in their lives? Regardless, that man had no aura. But you can, with today's sponsor, Aura. If you do a quick Google search on your name or email, there's a good chance you'll be able to find your phone number and other personal identifiable information without having to do too much research. This is exactly how robocallers and spam emailers get your information, and Aura is here to help put an end to it. Companies called data brokers make billions selling information to marketers, scammers, and perhaps even stalkers without your consent. And even though they legally have to remove your information if asked, they make the process incredibly hard to go through. Harder than walking on the button, doing a striptease, and then getting your speed date's ethnicity wrong and making it out of there with a date. This is why I'm recommending Aura to all my friends, and I'd recommend them to my family too if I had one. I've had the chance to use Aura for myself the last couple of weeks, and in a few clicks they were able to identify where my phone number was being leaked, and took the steps needed to remove my phone number from those lists. Aura also scanned my PC for viruses and comes with a built-in VPN so I could watch Dragon Ball on Netflix. Aura is all-in-one digital security, and you may already have a digital security tool, but not having Aura is like locking the front door but leaving the back door open. Get alerts if your personal info is found on the dark web, real-time fraud alerts for credit and banking, 24/7 monitoring to help keep your identity secure, a secure VPN, antivirus, password manager, which has been really good for me, and more. US-based support available around the clock if something goes wrong. Aura includes $5 million in identity theft insurance protection, and they have US fraud experts ready to help 24/7. It's not fair to have to waste our time dealing with spam calls, emails, and the constant threat of our private information being leaked. That's why I'm happy to be using Aura. And with my link, aura.com/Maximino, you can try Aura for free for 2 weeks. That's more than enough time for Aura to start scrubbing your personal data off broker sites, scan your PC for possible viruses, and for you to check out the included VPN. And with that, thank you to Aura for sponsoring the video. I know I just made a joke about him not having any Aura, but I actually liked him.
The next guy, Mikey, I love him.
Hi, are you Mikey?
I hope Mikey also gets voted off and then him and Mikey like end up together. That is exactly what I want out of this show. When did Toast leave?
Jenny likes a strong man. Can
Strong?
you show us your guns?
I ain't got too much going on, you know.
Are they all just like casually gonna have to strip today? I just took off my hoodie to flex because I don't wear shirts. But nope, that was embarrassing. Never doing that again. You will not see that.
Cold.
There's nothing there to touch.
There's some hard.
There's nothing there.
So hard so that you want to feel mine.
It's a little something. What you got? Something?
Feel mine.
So far, both men have been able to make fun of themselves, which I think is really good.
Oh, you be in the gym.
I want to do a little experiment. If both of you are okay with this, hold each other's hands. It's 3 years in the future.
Okay.
This is your wedding day. Look deep into each other's eyes and say your vows.
The button is the worst person. Let's do an experiment real quick. Hold hands. You're strangers. Say your vows. Oh, I remember the day we met and you felt my muscles and said, wow, such big muscles, even though I didn't have any. Well, now I don't have any because I'm an amputee and I lost both my arms, but you're still with me. In 3 years, dude. He lost both of his arms in 3 years. She doesn't want to stay. She doesn't. She has to cook. She has to clean. And it's not because he doesn't want to help. It's because he can't. And so she feels like she can't leave, but she wants to. They're in too deep now. And in going too deep, she was the only one digging that hole because he couldn't. And so he has this like long memorized list of vows just ready to go because he had to memorize it. He couldn't write it down and look at it. And at the end, she looks over and goes, yeah, whatever, dude. Let's just get this over with. Damn, that hurts. He's like, I'll never hurt you. And then someone in the back goes, that's because you're armless. Like harmless, but without the H because he doesn't have any arms in this scenario. You get it.
From the moment I saw you. Hi, are you Mikey? I knew you and I were going to just connect and you would be
Promise to be.
This one is actually so hard to watch. That's so funny. The button is the worst person.
All right, congratulations, you two. You now are married. You may kiss the groom.
Are they gonna kiss? No, they're not. They're not. I was hoping to pause it just a little bit earlier, but look at her face. They are not gonna kiss. If you're speed dating, there is no way you're gonna learn anything about someone in a few minutes that is enough to overwrite not wanting to kiss them. Yep.
Why did you press the button?
No, we vibed really well.
for sure.
I guess it's just like I'm trying to like be more open about like just everyone and stuff.
Yeah,
but
no, it's not a
no,
problem.
but we can definitely keep in contact.
For
and
sure,
stuff.
bro. That
Let's do
sounds good to me.
I hope him and the first guy fall in love. I'm rooting for y'all.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
Nice.
Okay, so maybe not the older man you're looking for.
On the count of 3, say the age you were when you lost your virginity.
The button is the worst, dude. Last guy, you guys are married now. Say your vows. Next guy, hey, so when did you guys lose your virginity, by the way? They're 25 and 26? Something they did 5-10 years ago doesn't matter anymore. That's not even like a conversation you have at 26. It's something you maybe mention once casually or make a joke about.
1, 2, 3.
25.
No.
Oh! Okay. Was not expecting that one. When did you lose your virginity? I don't know. It's been like 10 years. When did you lose your virginity? I don't know. It's been like 10 days, maybe? Or do you think it was one of the guys in the back? Yeah, you buzzed Mikey out and he was feeling bad. So I wanted to give him something to feel good about.
Oh, when was this?
Oh, don't awe him. Oh, that's wild. Oh, you just lost your virginity. You poor baby is nuts, dude. 1 week, 1 month, or over or under 6 months.
Tomorrow.
Oh.
Well, I
No,
know
I'm kidding,
I'm
I'm
sure
kidding,
she's
I'm
a
kidding.
lucky girl, but
No,
it is
I was
really
18. I
nice.
was 18.
Oh, that was all one big joke. Okay. Okay. He got me. I think that is actually a good bit. Hard to pull off, but a good bit.
Do you still have her number or social?
No, I definitely do not have her number. I have her social.
The first person that I slept with was so nice to me for so long. And if I called her right now, I don't think I have her phone number, but I could definitely find her on like Instagram. And if I called her, I don't think she'd be like, "Why are you calling me?" I think she'd be very sweet. But it would still be awkward. I don't know why you would even bring up the possibility of, there's a lot going on in a very short period of time on this show. I forgot that the reason that I don't watch this show is because it like gets my heart pumping in like a bad way. Like I can feel the high level of cholesterol that I have. I can feel my blood having to work so hard just to go through my veins.
She's so pretty. You
Yeah.
probably had like the nicest personality. That's why she.
This is definitely the place to call somebody ugly. This is a lesson to all of us men out there. Your personality matters so much more than the way you look, okay? We got that. You don't have to be 6'2". I got a comment on that video about that single man on TikTok that was like, yeah, this is your reality if you're not 6'4" and a six-figure earning Chad on dating apps. You're never going to find anyone to love. And I was like, dog, what? The only man under 6 foot that I'm friends with that is not in a relationship is 5'7", and that is the worst height. Above 5'7", under 5'7", you're fine. Just have a good personality. 5'7", I'm so sorry. You got to start tippy-toeing everywhere. She called him ugly and then immediately hit the button. That's... Oh man, we're moving on.
I want you to surprise the next guy. I want you to hide under the table.
Okay, it was the button's idea. Again, the button is the worst person.
All right, your date's here.
Hi.
Oh my god.
I feel like the way he responded to that, he's getting the button. He's getting buzzed out. He is getting buzzed out. Like, this is not someone who's going to be able to defend himself. She came out from under the table and he was like, take it, take my wallet. Also, for someone who said she wants an older man, they only put young men on here, or people her age. Like, the button is doing her real dirty.
Hi.
Brandon, nice to
I'm
meet
Jenny.
you.
That was like not my idea, by the way. The button made me do it.
That was wild.
Anyways.
Surprise.
Ask him to show you how he is as a kisser.
The button is just doing the worst job, dude. Striptease, you're married. How good of a kisser are you? Like, this is not going great.
What about this?
Okay, go.
I don't know. It's just like
Oh, that's her.
Oh,
sister.
that's it?
Jenny, would you like to receive a lap dance? Would you like to ask for a 30-second lap dance?
Has the button always been this like lap dance heavy or striptease heavy and I'm just not remembering it well? He's really going for it. Yeah, congratulations, dude. You're doing great. Like, that's actually a really good bit.
got me a little. Anyway,
You know, physical contact.
pretty enjoyable. Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It was a.
Oh, what do you mean?
I think we vibed really well. I think it's more on like a bestie.
Listen, okay, she asked for an older man and they're not giving it to her. Why am I running? I don't know if I was gone from the button long enough for the button to become a scientist, but the button is really into doing experiments right now.
Let's do an experiment. You've been dating for a couple months now.
Mm-hmm.
Me and her.
Look deep into his eyes and say you love him for the first time.
This is a stranger. They've all been strangers. This is so awkward. I'd rather do the lap dance and the striptease. I'd rather call the first person I slept with on the phone on the show than to look into someone's eyes and lie to them like this. Like, I know it's role play. I know it's fake. That just feels like such a weird thing to do. Hey, I know we just met. I love you. Under the pretenses that we've been together for months and that we would work out. I'm never gonna stop loving you. God, that is what a callback. For those of you who are on Vine, like 15 years ago.
I love you.
Shit, I ain't gonna lie to you. Your hand's soft.
Great response. Great response. Your hands are so soft. Also, she said it's so awkward because, like, how else are you gonna say it, right?
They're soft, but they're clammy cold.
You know, there's been a boatload of things that have been tumultuous from the beginning up.
The button said a couple months, dude. What do you mean you have a tumultuous relationship for the first few months? First, like, year should be like, never fight. Great conversations. We're in love. We love each other. If you're fighting after a few months, you may just want to move on. Hit the button on him. IRL.
I definitely do want you to know that I do love you. So
He's like trying to convince himself in the middle of that so hard.
That felt like a breakup for some reason.
I've never been good at it. Like, I've never really been in my own relationship. So I've only really
Never?
No. You know, I got my heart broken in high school and then
That was high school was like 7-8 years ago for you at this point, right? Like, I get it, I do, but you got to let go of so many of that. If you had a bad experience with people in high school, you have to let it go when you are trying to find people out in the real world. Like, you're probably not the person you were in high school. You should assume that other people are probably not the people they were in high school, except for the 2 women that I'm friends with on Facebook who are very deep into MLMs. You good? How'd that happen? At what point did you start selling Arbonne? We used to work out together.
I don't know. I'm nervous about the relationship part. I don't know if it's like a commitment
Oh no,
issue or
I can
like
commit. It's just
like
really
you go after the wrong women. Yeah.
the women that like me back just aren't really in too good of a space. So I'm not judging. So whether or not if you respect your boyfriend at the current time or you know.
Oh, cheaters.
The women that like me back are already in relationships is like, okay, maybe not your fault, but maybe don't pursue relationships with them.
Jenny, nice to
Yeah.
meet you. I'm Nathan.
She wanted like a traditional masculine man who is older than her, and is just not getting that from anyone. Something that Film Cooper does when he does this is he talks a lot about their clothing. I don't have that in me. I can't look at someone's clothes and say anything about them. Like, all I do is wear a hoodie. Usually black jeans. I don't know what you wear says about you, I guess. I should just start taking BuzzFeed articles on behalf of people.
Fun fact about him, Jenny. He is great at back massages.
Bad back massages.
Are you?
Would you like to receive one?
Come on.
Okay,
Give me your
consent.
best.
I am now going to force myself to believe that when she signed up for this, they asked if there was anything specifically she wanted. She was like, yeah, I want a lap dance. I want a back massage. I want somebody to tell me they love me for the first time in 8 months. Can you make that happen? And the button was like, yeah, I got you. And the button is just giving her the things that she asked for.
What are you looking for in a relationship?
You know, I want the white picket fence. I guess within the next 5 years, hopefully the relationship, engagement, and then children, you know.
Relationship, engagement, children in 5 years. Let's say you're dating for like 3, get married in 1. I guess that makes sense. I don't know. I don't think about kids.
So do you have any hobbies?
I love to hike.
She collects serial killer memorabilia.
She has Ted Bundy's arm cast. That's wild, Max. She has a toupee of one of the Menendez brothers. Well, they weren't serial killers, Max, right? That was just their parents.
Jenny, if you were to murder someone, how would you do it?
What a wild question to ask from the button. If you were to murder someone, how would you do it? I would very carefully uncap every bottle in our house, put just a little bit of antifreeze in there, and then screw everything back on as hard as I could. Oh, hey, you want a Gatorade? Cool. Why did I do that? It's not carbonated. Here, hope you don't get sick. Like, the button is just doing too much.
Did this person like cheat on me? Like,
Yeah, they cheated
Like-
on you.
I would probably like kidnap him and the woman and then like tie them up and then just kind of torture them and then let each other watch each other be tortured.
Yeah, I'm hitting the button on her. It's not specific. It is something that she's definitely thought about before.
Throw him in the ocean alive or something.
Oh, brother.
I'm surprised you didn't press because you were kind of scaring me there.
Well, it was nice meeting
Yeah,
you.
nice
I
to meet you
feel
too.
so bad.
Thank you. Good
Thank
luck.
you.
I was the last one, but
Okay.
hopefully you liked somebody that you met today.
Do I have to pick one?
No.
Normally, the button is a lot more back and forth. The person on the left will hit the button, person on the right will hit the button. We'll meet different people. But she just went through that entire roster. Good for her, I guess. Didn't feel like she vibed with any of them enough to go on a second date. And that's cool. I forgot that the reason I don't watch the button very often is because I think I like it, but then it is too much. It is just way too much for me. But this was fun. We'll do another cut button video in a year. And I'm going to call it there so I can mentally decompress. Thank you for spending time with me. Toast is on the floor if you want to try and say goodbye to her. I don't know if she'll hear you. And thank you to Aura for sponsoring this video. I have actually been using it myself. I enjoy a good VPN. And it did go through the process of taking my information off of 31 broker sites, I think, which is... How did that happen? That's it. That's all I have. Thank you for spending time with me. This is my favorite thing to do. You're my favorite people to do it with. All right, get out of here.